Fabio Sementilli's story really began when his mother Maria married her longtime love, Luigi Sementilli. The couple would have 3 children, Lori, Morella, and Fabio. Fabio was born July 13, 1967 in Toronto, Canada. Now, the Sementilli family had a close and loving bond to each other. Maria had always made sure that the family had good quality time together, and that really made relationships flourish. He and his siblings would be raised in Canada, attending church and Christian schools. Their family was Italian Catholic, so faith was extremely important to them. When Fabio was in high school, he used to have larger-than-life hair, which is pretty fitting considering his personality seems larger than life. An old classmate of his wrote about how high school was, who Fabio was, how he was as a person, and even the fact that in their adult years, they came in contact with each other and would text each other here and there through the years. He and his friend attended De La Salle Oaklands. They were closer in middle school, but once they hit high school, they ended up going to different friend circles. And Fabio was in the circle of friends that people would call the Gino Patrol, which in Toronto area is equivalent of a Guido. If you still don't know what a Guido is, go ahead and Google search the Jersey Shore TV show. You'll get the picture immediately. Fabio ended up leaving high school a little bit earlier, almost a year in fact. His dream was to become a hairstylist under his older sister's mentorship and opening up his own salon. Even so, Fabio naturally seemed pretty gifted at hair, and also being around other people who was in the same industry, he was retaining a lot of information. But he decided to go to school and learn as much as he possibly could to implement what he really wanted to do in the future. He was there from 1985 to 1986. Now, Fabio gives a lot of credit to his sister for being a good role model in the industry, and that helped Fabio in shaping his profession.
Hey guys, this is Fabio Sementilli for Modern Salon. I can't believe it. Maggie, thanks for the opportunity. I'm here at Intercoiffure in Miami, and I couldn't be more proud and more pleased to introduce you to someone very special to me. This is my sister, Morella Rhoda. And before I pass you on to Morella Rhoda, because she always steals the scene because she's so beautiful. But before I pass you on to Morella, I just want to say that mentorship across our industry is one of the most valuable gifts we could give people. It's really what's at the core of the beauty industry and how we bring up the next generation of stylists. And I can stand here proudly and say to you that my sister is my mentor, my early mentor in the industry. And when she was practicing on her friends in the basement of our old home in Toronto, I was down there bugging her. But she really showed me the way, and I'm really thankful I am where I am today because of my sister. So Morella, over to you.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Thank you, Fabio.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. When it comes to mentorship, I find that over the years, it's just been a natural for me to take a young student, a young hairdresser, and take them under my wings and just answer all those questions because they were easy for me. I had experienced a lot of what they were going to experience, and I thought, you know what, let them feel a little bit more comfortable. In order to have more retention in the industry, I thought it would be probably in my best interest to help them out in any way I can. And over the years, it's been very rewarding, not only in my heart, but also from many hairdressers that have been very successful that I've had the opportunity to work with.
And I want to just talk a little bit about mentorship quickly. And for those of you who don't know, Morella is a world champion hairdresser. She's a 4-time Canadian Olympic hairdressing team member. She coached one of the teams as well. She won one of the World Supreme gold medals. I mean, I can go on and on. She's mentored so many competitors as well, not just stylists in the salon, but also competitors who today, where are they today, those young stylists that you mentored?
Oh my God, you know, a lot of them have had extreme success. Salon owners, platform artists, P&G, creative directors, a lot of wonderful experiences and that I'm very proud to have been part of by all means.
That's
and I urge all the stylists out there to share what they know and what they do best, and to also be honorable of the things that this career and industry has offered us all.
That's good. Thank you, Morella. So on behalf of Fabio Morella, we're signing off for Modern Salon. Thanks.
Bye.
Peace.
As he would climb the corporate ladder, as they say, He ended up getting married to his first wife, and they had their son Luigi, named after Fabio's dad, who passed away in 1978. Although the couple would eventually divorce, they seemed to be good co-parents. Fabio's talent in the hair industry was exploding. Through many years and so much hard work, sleepless nights, he finally made a name for himself in the industry, eventually getting hired on for a company named Wella. Fabio would end up remarrying, and together they had 2 daughters, Jessica and Isabella. Fabio would end up moving his family to Southern California for Wella, and life seemed great. He loved what he did, he had his family with him, and even so there was a large distance between him and his immediate family. Whenever he was nearby, even if just for work, he would make it a point to go see his sisters and his mom. Much like what his sister did for him, it was very important to Fabio to help teach, train, and grow new stylists for the future, truly thinking ahead and so selfless. Fabio's tragic passing was devastating for so many people, and how many people he touched in life is not even countable. His mom Maria had passed away before any justice was served for Fabio. His 2 sisters, though, really showed up for the family. They were there every single day in court, being from another country and everything, just to be there for their brother. Work had opened the doors for him to know and meet new friends and co-workers in his industry all over the world. And it is clear, everybody loved Fabio. His larger-than-life personality, his loving and kind nature, he seemed just like a big teddy bear. And it's very suiting that his nickname is Big Daddy. At Wella, he really started forward thinking again about the future of the industry and what he wanted to give to it. With his training and mentoring going on, he ended up giving an interview that really lays out where he was mentally when it comes to his profession and his personal life.
For me, the first thing is my family comes first. My parents taught me that. I have sisters who I adore, and my own family unit is the most dear to me. That's who I am on a really personal, deep level. If I start thinking about beyond that, I think about this a lot. And you kind of sit in the backyard, and I say to myself, what do I want to be remembered for? Maybe I hope other people do that, and I always say to myself, I want to be remembered for the relationships I've built. I want to be remembered for how maybe I've made people feel in a positive light, and if it was negative for any reason, it's because I was honest. I hope that's what I'm remembered for, and so family, my friendship, my real close friendships, and then I think the third is for me all the stylists that I've touched in my life. I've traveled the world, and I've been so fortunate. I don't deserve any of this, but the stylists that I have touched over my life has been just so rewarding, and I hope they also remember that maybe I gave them a hand or gave them a leg up, or maybe some good advice. That's kind of the mumbo jumbo personal business, but Fabio, on a business sense, again, I think not much changes, because relationships, as we all know in our business, is paramount. Relationships with customers, relationships with colleagues, relationships with even maybe competitors, if I can use that word. I think at the end, people remember how you make them feel, and I hope that I'm a positive influence on the folks that I meet every single day. And that's really my professional attitude. I'm very fortunate to be where I am, and I don't lose sight of that, and I don't lose sight of where I started from. I've been working with Wella, and now officially for Wella, for a long time. And I think if I really think about the company I work for, the people that I work with, the customers that we serve, our events, the only word that can really personify all of that is family. There is no better word, because I think I hope people see us as, yes, we're a big company, but we're also a tight-knit family. And everybody that we work with and we interact with every single day, I truly consider part of my family, and I hope that comes out. I know it's the first time when I worked for Wella, the gentleman who was the president at the time, Mr. Joe Inuzzi in Canada, when he approached me, he was such a humble man. He was a serving type of a leader, a servant leader. He would get on his knees at a show, and he would wrap boxes and stuff, and I've always tried to emulate that, and I want to be that guy for the company. So family has to be the word for me. There's ebbs and flows in work. You have periods where you absolutely love what you do, then you have periods where maybe it's getting boring or it's the same old. But I think overarching, what really gets me up in the morning and I feel drives me is. Today, I feel like I hold one of the key positions in the industry for hairdressers. And with that comes a lot of responsibility as a hairdresser and then being on an executive team for a big company. And here's why. If I took this job and I failed at my job, I'm not so sure the company would easily hire the next person who's a hairdresser. So I feel that being a hairdresser, I have to be really, really good at my job. I have to work twice as hard to even just get to the same place as everybody else is. But I have to work twice as hard, and it's my responsibility to do that because the path that I'm leading, I want another hairstylist to be able to follow me in my path and achieve what I've been able to achieve and even surpass that. So that's probably what gets me up in the morning, because I have this deep responsibility to do it for the next brother or sister in our industry.
In creating Fabio Sementilli Unmasked, it was very important to me that I leave out certain names and even talking about some specific life events. I hope for many that he can be remembered for the person he was and the love from people and to people. And for the people that never got to know or even meet Fabio, watching his story play out all through the news and media, one can only look at his life story and feel empowered by working hard, having the right priorities in life, and setting a good example. He really embodied all those characteristics, and he will not be forgotten.